before somebody asked the stupidness about big threes, and they actually had the audacity to say, how does Steph, LeBron, and Durant stack up against Magic, Bird, and Jordan? They don't. You can't compare dynasties within teams that stayed and created dynasties. Did you understand what I said? You can't compare guys who stayed and created dynasties to guys who made dynasties, which wasn't the same. Magic Johnson beat you in more ways than LeBron James ever has. I know LeBron didn't play all positions, but he will never be the passer Magic Johnson was. He'll never lead a break like Magic Johnson. And he never could play with another great player and make him better and have two finals MVPs and not ego trip. Because Kareem Abdul-Jabbar was a finals MVP in 85, James Worthy in 88. Do you think the ego of LeBron James could ever have someone else be on a championship team where he couldn't be the MVP of it? Do you think that the IQ of Larry Bird and understanding how to play off the rock, past the rock, and their numbers are pretty similar too, by the way. And Larry Bird did all that in 12 years. Now think about what he did, really. And we don't talk about Michael Jordan. I mean, because the only person out of those three, out of Durant, Curry, and LeBron, that you can almost, and you can't even compare, but the only one you could kind of do is Curry because of his changing of the game and his position and his style and his size. But that's not even fair. The thing about it is this: they're going to use the windows of championships and all that. How about the common sense that you stayed on one team, you didn't mismatch, you didn't flip flop? Imagine if a Bird, Magic, and Jordan had just said, let's link up and do this. They could have ran the league, and it was a tougher league, and it was more competitive. You had dominant centers, you had players who played multiple positions. And I don't think people understand this. I didn't say this 4 years ago. I didn't say this 10 years ago. I didn't say this 14 years ago. I didn't say this 24 years ago. I said it 40 years ago. The highest game ever was Detroit and Denver. Detroit and Denver played the highest scoring game ever. And you would think all the no defense, the zones, and everything they do today, that we'd be having those records. We don't. We have bad shooting, everybody shooting threes, everybody shooting bricks, everybody trying to make haymakers. It's not the same. And guys back then played defense and had their own identity. You can't compare the situations at all. You can't compare the situations at all. Because, so for instance, if I was to use a another person involved, you say the big three. What if you throw me Kawhi Leonard today, then I'll throw you Isaiah Thomas. You see how this just doesn't look good for you trying to debate this situation at all? Because Kawhi won rings in multiple places. And they look like they're traveling salesmen. And if I bring up the Kawhi Leonard thing, that doesn't make Kevin Durant look that good. That doesn't make LeBron James look that good. Three of those guys that you debating don't look good compared to who? Bird, Magic, Jordan, and Isaiah. If I was to use that criteria, it doesn't make you look good at all because you come across like you're needy, clingy, and desperate for attention to be on something, and you know you're not really better than those three. And to have Kendrick Perkins sit there and tell those lies is embarrassing when Magic and Bird changed the course of basketball. LeBron and Durant ain't changed the course of basketball. LeBron's had a great career. Durant's had a great career, and he's played longevity. But I would that's the big elephant in the room is how many teams has he done jocked but Miami and Cleveland and the Lakers. It's like you were a hired hand. It doesn't look that good. And Durant bus riding don't look that good. And in this latest slurp job with Curry being the real MVP, because let me tell you something. If you win two games, that's MVP. That is MVP. It's just like a finals. They don't always go by all. It's like how you close it. That's what we're taught to close it, right? Well, it was Steph Curry. It wasn't Durant. It wasn't LeBron. Magic Bird. I'm just gonna stick with the big three. Of course, it's them. You can't even find another weak link to say because if you brought up a fourth wheel with Isaiah Thomas against Kawhi Leonard, I'm taking Isaiah Thomas. I'm going one step further, but I'm here to tell you that 80s 90s run smashes the run from LeBron all the way to now and smashes the run with Durant up until and Curry. Don't get it twisted. That's a flip right there. However, it took two of them to get together to win. to offset the other one that was coming. Magic Bird and Jordan didn't have to do that. Those guys beat each other. Everybody waited their turn. These turkeys don't wait their turn. So now you get this situation where people are like, oh, there is no comparison. People are, well, we want to see them together. No, we don't. I want to see them all retire. That's what I really want. Much as I'm a bigger fan of Curry than Braun and Durant, I'm tired of him too. All this going to sleep and putting to sleep. When you put to sleep Jordan Poole, when Draymond put them hands on, when you put to sleep Klay Thompson. See, I can say two things at the same time. I got much respect for Steph Curry, but he don't speak up on nothing. And Steve Kerr was more lucky than good. And they haven't really showed me nothing. I don't want to leave that Olympic moment for what it is. But you're not meant to go up together. And they don't want to see it. So I'll take that old school big three because they knew how to win. They could do things to make the teammates better, and the teammates benefit from it. Who benefits from this situation? Who does? Who does? Anthony Davis is just kind of like there, and he's just kind of like he don't really do nothing. You know about Draymond's antics and Booker. Come on now. Anyway, that's my thoughts and takes. Please like, subscribe, on thoughts, comments, and I do respond. Thank you. Wash your hands. Keep your mind clear. Watch out for another. And please share the video if you like. And please hit that membership. And when you do, I'll get the viewers back to you. Stay safe, stay blessed, stay cool, stay calm, stay fresh. Peace out. And I'm back.